Hey everyone, it's Miss Danielle from University Terrace.
Hey guys, Mr. Sergio here, also from University Terrace. We hope that you guys are having an awesome day. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. We have some really fun and interesting activities planned today, so please make sure you stay tuned. As always, if you are from one of our sites, please make sure to comment down below. Let us know which site you're from. If you are from another city and state, let us know what city and state. Just don't put any personal info on here.
Okay, so I guess we'll start with our safety tips today. So the most important thing is to remember to wash your hands. When you're washing your hands, you want to wash inside, outside, in between the fingers, underneath your fingernails for 20 seconds, or sing the happy birthday song twice. If you can't wash your hands, be sure to use hand sanitizer because that's the next best thing.
Yeah, you also want to make sure not to touch your face at all. That's a very important thing. That's the easiest way that germs travel into your body, so make sure you don't touch your face.
Another thing is that if you have to sneeze or cough, please be sure that you do it away from somebody, into your elbow, maybe into your shirt, something like that. But please remember that those areas that you cough or sneeze on, that you also disinfect by maybe wiping them down or rubbing some hand sanitizer there.
Make sure to also note that we're still practicing social distancing, so we want to make sure to stay at least 6 feet away from someone in a public space. And if you go out to a lot of places now, you'll notice that they have tape or things on the floor to tell you how far away everyone should be, so you always want to look out for that.
The last thing is that if you're not feeling well, please be sure to tell an adult, but don't assume the worst. It is flu and allergy season, so maybe it's just one of those and it's not something too serious, but just always make sure to tell an adult. So let's look at some comments. Miss Jan from Bel Air, hey guys.
Shout out to Miss Jan.
Alright, well, I think a perfect thing that we kind of talked about all those safety tips, because our activity today is actually going to have to do with making sure that you wash your hands and the importance of washing your hands, and a little demonstration about how germs can spread. So maybe we can get into that?
So it is Wellness Wednesday, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. So let's get started.
This one? Okay. Alright everybody, so for our first activity, we're going to be talking about washing your hands and the importance of using soap when you wash your hands. So to go over the kind of materials that you'll need is, we have plates today, but if you have a bowl, a cup, really anything will work. We also have some water in these cups here. So that's going to be, some will go on your plate, some will stay. We have all-purpose seasoning, but if you use, you could use pepper, other things that you can use, maybe, like, can you think of anything?
So we did try it with, I believe, paprika, and that didn't work, so definitely not paprika, but basically any kind of, like, light seasoning, so like this one, pepper, I wouldn't say salt because salt, it won't be as visible, but pepper or all-purpose seasoning would be great, and it's just a great way to show everyone how important it is to actually wash your hands and what actually happens when you wash your hands and how it helps you protect yourself from germs and getting sick.
So the most important thing that we have is soap. You can use hand soap. We have dish soap today. Both work just as well. So like Mr. Sergio said, when we use soap to wash our hands, it's to help prevent the spread of germs that can make us sick. Now, the most important thing to know is that soap is different from hand sanitizer, whereas hand sanitizer will maybe kill those germs. Soap simply removes them. So soap is great because germs are everywhere. It can be on different surfaces, on your body, in the air. There's just germs everywhere, so they're just out there to get you sick. So soap is really just a mix of fat or oil, some water, and then an alkali or just a basic salt. So that's all inside of soap. So like I said, it doesn't kill the germs. But basically, when you wash your hands, if you were just to use water, it's not effective because there's a lot of oils and grease on your hands, and that's how the germs stick to you. So when you use water and you mix that, water and oil don't like each other, so the germs are most likely going to stay there in most cases. Now, when you use something like soap, soap loves water and it loves oil. So when you start rubbing your hands together with the soap, it binds to the oils on your hand, and the oil is what contains the germs. So when you do that and you rinse everything away, it takes the away the germs and the oils on your hands with the water that's rinsing away. So we're going to show you how that works, and today our all-purpose seasoning is going to act as our germs. So we can begin by taking our cups with some water and pouring just a little bit on the plate.
You want to pour just enough to make a little bit of somewhat of a puddle, but you don't want to have too much. That's where it's overfilling and spilling out.
So maybe if you wanted to zoom in a little bit, I don't know how I want to lift this, but you can see maybe the water moving around in that little puddle on our plates. Now I'm going to sprinkle some germs onto my plate. And I'll let you sprinkle some on yours. Now I'm going to take a smaller amount of water in the cup and I'm going to add some dish soap in. So you can see it's mixing. To mix it just a little bit better, I just have a straw, but anything you have at home will really work just to mix this up really well. So now we have some really soapy water. Okay. So now we can get your finger in the soapy water. So I'm gonna show you what happens when I just put my finger with nothing on it into the plate.
So as you can see, some of the germs actually stick to your finger.
Yes, so I have some salt or the seasoning salt on my finger, but as you can see, everything essentially stayed where it was. So now, if you can see the hand that I have, there's some bubbles on it, and this is the one with the soap. Now watch closely what the germs do. Now if you look closely, you can see that they all started to move away from my fingers, whereas that didn't happen with just my plain finger without the soapy water on it.
Do you want to see what would happen if we add some more, just to see what kind of reaction we would get? Okay.
Sure.
Would you like to?
Okay, so now we're just going to pour the soapy water.
Let's see. So as you can see, it does move the germs around. So remember, this isn't exactly killing the germs. It's more or less binding to it and then getting rid of them while you're washing your hands. So it would definitely have an effect. It also, I'm not sure if this would work with hand sanitizer, but that could also be an option if you want to try this out with your members and with other members and let them see what kind of happens with this. But as you can see, once we put our soapy hands in there, the germs moved away. So essentially that's what happens whenever we wash our hands.
And that's also why when we talk about hand sanitizer being different, although hand sanitizer does kill the germs on your hand, it does leave some residue over on your hand. So the best way to get rid of all of that that's left over on your hand would be to wash your hands. Now, our water is stagnant, so it's not moving. Therefore, you don't get to see the full effect of everything getting rinsed off or down the drain. But if you were to have a sink right here, that's essentially what would happen, and all the germs you see kind of went away, but kind of gathered together on the outer skirts of the plate that we have. So that was our little experiment showing you the importance of soap. So now Mr. Sergio is going to do another demonstration.
Alright, so today we're also going to be talking about something very important that has to do with germs. It's called cross-contamination. Cross-contamination is basically the process by which bacteria, germs, or microorganisms are unintentionally transferred from one place to another, and it causes harmful effects. So we're going to have a little scenario today. We're going to pretend that we are going to the grocery store. So essentially this is going to be our grocery store right here, and these are all the items and germs that we have at the store. So you would basically, when you go to the store, you can either use gloves or not use gloves. Your parents might use gloves, it really varies. So for today's experiment, we're going to use gloves just to show how cross-contamination can still happen even if you're using gloves. Alright, so let's say we just got to the store, we're out of our car, we have our gloves on. So we head over to where the buggies are, we grab a wipe, we wipe down the rail on the buggy and it's clean, right? So no germs. We go into the store with our buggy, and let's say that we need to get some orange juice. So we grab some orange juice. We put it in our buggy, so we have some orange juice in our buggy. You don't know if anyone else has already picked up that orange juice and put it back, and if they've washed their hands, or if they were wearing gloves and even cross-contaminating themselves. So we have our orange juice. Let's see, then I have to text my friend because I don't remember what exactly I need, so I grab my phone and I'm texting my friend, seeing what we need. So I put my phone back in my pocket, and I put my phone back in my pocket, and after that, let's see, we need some milk, so I go and find the milk, we grab that, put it in the buggy. Let's see, we have some other stuff, so we're just grabbing, you know, and then my phone rings again, so I have to pick it up, and I'm answering my phone. Hey, what's up? How's it going? Putting my phone back in my pocket, and now I have everything I needed, so it's time to pay. Let's see, my nose got itchy, so I scratch it with my gloves on. Should be okay though, right? Now we're at the cashier, we're typing in our card number, we're swiping everything, and we're basically still supposed to be safe, right? Because we're using gloves. So we go back to our car, we touch the door handle, we're pretty much done using our gloves, right? So we take them off, and we want to make sure to throw them away in the trash can. I've seen a lot of gloves on the floor lately, so it's really important to not pollute like that. So we want to make sure that we throw our gloves in the trash. But then, so I have my phone again. I'm looking up the directions to wherever I'm going, and I'm putting it in my pocket right here. So as you guys can see, germs are everywhere. They can get everywhere, especially on our face, on our hands, on our body. So we want to make sure to wash our hands and basically not cross-contaminate, because this way we can get other people sick as well, not just ourselves. And that's basically how cross-contamination occurs.
That was a great demonstration. Now, the biggest thing to remember is that when we were talking about washing your hands, it is really important, but flu viruses typically live on your hands for about 15 minutes. They can't live too long, but the problem is, like you've seen with Mr. Sergio, when you grab a hard surface like your phone, or maybe you're typing on your computer, on those hard surfaces, they can last anywhere from a few hours to days. So now you have the chance of once again infecting yourself, because those hard surfaces keep those germs on there a lot longer. Now, when he said the importance of touching your face, how it works is that your eyes, nose, and your mouth all have mucous membranes, and that's a pathway to your throat and also your lungs, and that's how you get those viruses that can get you really sick. So that was a great demonstration. Mr. Sergio got paint all over himself for that, so I guess round of applause for that. I hope you guys liked the demonstration, the cool things that you got to see with the germs, and Mr. Sergio showing you that it really is important to watch what you're touching, regardless of if you are taking safety measures.
And just some key points. Basically, with my demonstration, there's really no point in using gloves or wearing gloves if you're not going to wash your hands. So you definitely want to make sure to wash your hands and sanitize them. That's very important. You also want to make sure to clean your phone. So as you can see, this phone got really dirty. And we're always touching our phones, so we want to make sure to clean them. So wipes are pretty good. I was just telling Miss Danielle earlier that something that I do is, when I use hand sanitizer, if I have like excess hand sanitizer, I rub some on my phone just to clean the germs. And yeah, definitely don't touch your face. I know it's really hard sometimes, but as you can see, germs can spread everywhere, and that's the easiest way for you to get sick. So we want to make sure not to touch our face. And that's about it.
Okay, so as always, we've been letting you guys know about our Goose Chase app that has a lot of fun activities. If you want to talk a little bit more in depth about Goose Chase.
Yeah, so our Goose Chase app, we have a new, basically a revamped version going on right now. And we do have a few winners that we're going to announce later on. But all you have to do is download the app. You input this code. We're about to share that with you. It might be mirrored, so we do apologize, but we'll also post it in the comments if anyone wants that.
I'll also read it. It's going to be KK8P1K. So that's our code.
And there's a lot of awesome new challenges on there that all of our YDPs have created. So I saw that one of yours was actually on there. Did you see the sunset one?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, so that one's one of those. Do you want to explain that one just as an example of things that people can find on there?
The sunset one?
So where you go outside and you take a picture of the sunset.
Okay, so with the sunset, you just want to show maybe the different views or the colors to kind of bring sunshine into everybody's day. With Goose Chase, we have a variety of different activities. Some are going to be mental health, some are going to be just for fun, exercise activities. So with that, you can go ahead and capture a beautiful moment and share it with all of us and your members, so we can go ahead and brighten everybody's day, not just yours.
Alright, yeah, and some other activities that we have on there would be something like a Q&A, so it asks you a question, you just answer, and that's the point right there. A lot of them are videos or pictures, but they're all really fun, and we encourage everyone to participate in using our Goose Chase app.
The winners get a swag bag.
And the winners get a swag bag, which is basically a BGC bag filled with a lot of really fun things, so we look forward to giving those out. Again, we will be announcing those winners very soon, so please stay tuned.
All right, everybody, I hope you enjoyed our activities and have a great day. Bye.